Hey guys, so this is after the video. I just created the whole workflow. It was successful, so we actually ended up with real clients, scraping from Google Maps and then creating an email draft. However, it was not that fluent as I wanted. So before I tested it, obviously, and it was working with 20 clients, I did it in 20 batches. So I made 5 times 20 clients and send them drafts as well. So send them an actual email. However, this time it was only capable of doing 5 times or like clients at each time. So this was something that I should be really aware of and highlight it in the beginning of the video that this is not that consistent. So Comet is not there yet. However, this is a method that I would use, which is actually saving me 30 minutes each day. It's still good, but not as perfect as I expected. So I just wanted to make sure that before the video, just start this. Let's jump into it. I'm going to show you how to automate client acquisition inside the new browser of Perplexity called Comet. When you come here, this is the main menu, and I would open two windows in the first place. One for Google Maps, where I will pull all of my information based on the Google search. My assistant will look at different businesses and get me 4 different types of data. It will look at 4 criterias. First, if it matches the criteria, then it will collect me the email, the company name, and some personal twist, some personal information about the company. Later on, I will use this information to personalize my email and send an email which is converting really, really well. You're not familiar with Comet, how I will do it is open this Write Assistant button, which will open me a Perplexity Assistant here. It will be able to search the web, collect me information, and even navigate my browser. This is what I really, really like. So first, I will give a detailed prompt, what kind of companies I want. And in this example, I will use housing agencies, but you can use any segment that you want. So my prompt is collect me the housing agencies in London, which will benefit from personalized AI audits. So my target audience is in London businesses or specifically housing agencies, and I would like to sell my service as an AI agency. This is a really niche kind of segment. However, this is how you should be exact with this perplexity or assistant, because then he will know what kind of companies are we looking for. After that, I'm going to tell him to navigate my browser and open each and every website that he's founding and collect me the following 4 data: the company name, the email address, and how AI can be implemented in their businesses. So he will scrape the websites and look at ways to implement AI into their website, for example, and the personalized information, which will be later be useful for the email that we are sending to them. This will be a cold outreach tactic. However, we can do it on scale, so it can be really effective over the long run. As you can see, he had no questions. He just started to operate my browser here. When there is a blue or this color on the edges, then it means that he's now operating my browser. He's opening each locations and then clicking into their websites, navigating to it. He checks it, and after that, he will collect each data that I was asking for. If I would like to, I can pause this assistant by clicking this button. If he's not navigating into the right direction, I can just overview it and pause it. This saves a lot of time. You don't have to manually actually click every single detail and just copy paste into a worksheet. He will do it manually or automatically. As you can see, it can take a really, really long time. However, you can go and do something else in the meantime. So in the meantime, I will open a new tab and prompt my second stage of this automation, which will be opening Gmail and putting this information that he collected into a draft. This enables me to overview each and every email and each and every client or potential client and just click send. And after that, we just wait for the response. I will be using Whisper Flow for this, as you can see here, to dictate each and every sentence that I am saying, and he will transcribe it automatically. This is how it works. I just push the FN button, and then after I let it go, it will copy paste it into my window. As you can see, it copy pasted my whole message here. but this is not what I need, so I will delete it and start with my prompt. I will switch to deep research. I have the pro plan, so it enables me to search more. However, you will be able to do 3 deep research each day with the free plan as well. This is what I really like in Comet, that in free mode you can use it as well. However, it has some safety issues as well, which I will be mentioning in the end. I highly recommend that you first use your personal email, just experiment with it, and after that you can integrate it into your business or business workflow, because Perplexity has just announced that they are using it, so every information that you are giving to it and the browsing and every information is just stored, and for them it will be used to send personalized advertisement, and they can also sell your data in the future. So this is really something which I'm aware of and a bit cautious. However, this assistant mode is so good that I'm still using it. First, do your research how safe it is, and after that, you can implement it into your workflows as well with another email. So create new accounts, and then you can just send it from there. If you're a local business owner, this can be really a time saver. I want you to make a deep research on cold outreach, and every source that you are watching, take the information and check the credibility of it. The task will be that design me a template which will be high converting, professional, and the goal of the template is that it will be an email for clients. My target audience is housing agencies. I would like to sell them a personalized AI audit. I will have their email address, besides that, the company name, some personalized information, and maybe some ways that they can implement AI into the website or into their businesses. It is really important that the message or the email should not be AI generated, so there are no emojis in it, and also replace each and every sign of this. So this sign that he's usually placing into their messages is really obvious that it's AI generated. So we will replace it with a comma. Please ask me 5 questions, which will enable you to give me a better result. This way, we will get a way better than if we would have just sent it and he would fill out the rest, the gaps. It will do a 3-minute research. In the meantime, we can check how he's doing. He's just collecting the information from here. It's really slow. He stopped somehow in this website, which I don't really get. So when you see this, you just restart the whole process. So you keep you generating response and then restart. So he collected on this side the information, and then he responded me with a message that if I want to repeat this process with other agencies, please open the next agency side. However, I want him to do it, so the AI. So I will just create another prompt that he should do it and automate it with 10 more agencies. In the meantime, our research is done. It took Perplexity around 2-3 minutes, which is pretty solid. And then he asked me specific questions, which will enhance my prompt. These 5, I will answer it really briefly because it's just a tested demo. However, when you are doing it in real life, you should go over it and just dictate these answers. If you don't know something, just ask, what do you mean by that? Or specify this or specify that. So he's asking about the USP and what kind of areas are you in AI automation, because it's a really broad area. I will focus on website optimization, process automation, and marketing automation. The dream outcome will be revenue increase and efficiency in operations. I would like to offer them a free consultation, specifically targeting the CEOs, and I will set the tone to collaborative partners, so it's more like a friendly environment rather than a really professional high-end audit. Since it's free, I think it will be the best option for starting audit. After that, I will ask again. If you have a question, just ask me. So we had the problem here. He's stopping after every single agency. So I will just tell him that do with the next agency, don't stop at one, and then go back and go to the Google Maps and just scrape the rest. Let me see how he's doing it. Now he's saying that he's returning to the Google Maps. So we just got our email template. Let me just quickly run through it. I think it's pretty solid. So I also added the specific business insight about their company, which will be a bit more personalized. I don't like this hi because it's too informal, but we'll just leave it like this. And then the subject as well. And we just copy paste this whole thing and then give another agent another prompt that he should these plus the findings that we found on this side, what he's doing right now, and make the whole automated flow. So he will draft 10 of these emails with highly converting templates, and after that we can just send them by one click by clicking send. Since it will be saved in the drafts, it will be easy to overview it, either send it or edit it. And after that, we can just evaluate if it's a good email or not and see how they responded. We have these three agencies. I will just copy it and paste it back. It had some problems, by the way, too, with finding these 10 agencies. So I just stick to three at a time. And then I will just repeat it and do it with another three or five. I think it's better if you do it with smaller chunks. I just realized it right now. By the way, I had tried this whole method for like 20 agencies and it was working pretty well. I don't know what was the issue here, but with smaller chunks, it was gathering the data. So I will try with these three to open my Gmail account and put it into the draft. This is a template to use, and I just told him eliminate all of these brackets. So basically there should be every information which is needed should be inside of these brackets. And other than that, it should be an email format. So I just sent it and then he will start working on it. So as you can see, first he drafted all three of these emails and now he's trying to put it into my Gmail account. Now he's putting the email address and then he will put the subject and after that the main email part. What I would like to mention here is the security issue. So it's really important to every data that you are sharing is not private anymore because you shared it with the large language model. So they will be training on that. You should be really, really careful with this. I would like to highlight this and just don't just play on it right now. It's not there yet that you should trust all of your company data. However, I tried everything to eliminate this risk by turning on incognito mode, and there is a toggle that you can turn on, which enables to sign that based on your data, they should not train the AI models. This will reduce the risk of getting some data leakage, like to mention in the beginning. You can see the most important part is that he's navigating your browser most of the time, so you don't have to do anything. This is really slow, so it takes 2 or 3 minutes to complete one task. However, in the meantime, while you were prompting it, you can do something else. So you can go, for example, I used to go and code with Cloud Code in the meantime, and I just check on it. And after that, I give a prompt with the whisper function, so I don't actually type the prompt. I just tell him what I want, and after that, it takes around 15 seconds, I guess, and go back to code and code my applications. This is a really effective way to use AI to multitask. I know it's not the most efficient in real life when you're doing multitasking. However, with this assistant, you can outsource your work, but you have to know which work to outsource to each agent. It's really important to evaluate if he's doing it right. So every time that he's doing something, just check it if it's on the right track or not, and you can always cancel it with this button, stop generating response. Also, you can upload images and attach files. Besides that, I want to show you another use. So this icon here, if I open a new tab and do this, then it opens a talking model that I can talk to it. And then please open Google AI Studio. He's opening Google AI Studio for me. And when I'm back, I can give him another task. Please research the new AI updates on Sora 2. List it in a 5 bullet points, please. So this is how it works. It just basically answered my question, and then it will be like a talking agent. Every other large language model has it as well, but I really like that you can just interact with this as well. A new feature that I really appreciate. I think that is really on another level. So AI now can actually work as an assistant and not as a partner or someone who you are, and based on that he is just giving you an answer but cannot really do anything. So he cannot navigate your browser, and this is what I like in Comet, the Perplexity new browser that we are doing this whole test in. If I didn't highlight it enough, just ask me any part of the question in the comments and I will answer it. So I just said open the drafts so I can find this, and free AI audit. And this is the email that he drafted. I think it's pretty solid. However, there is no, for example, I would put an enter here, and it's just a chunk text right now. However, he changed the name. It's really good. The only thing he didn't do is the obviously the email, so you can just copy paste it after reviewing. It's a safety issue that you should not trust fully. So if you would send this email right away, then you don't know and you have no control what you are actually doing with this AI. And I would not this. So this is only just the repetitive tasks. So it works assistant. It's not actually replacing you, but just helps your job make it easier and automate. So saves a lot of time, but you need to pay attention how you use it. And going back, I can erase this email as well to make it better looking. Place an enter wherever you would place it in a normal email. So now he's placing an enter each time when there is a new paragraph. This will make it look way, way better. And after that, I'm going to use this voice assistant again to tell Comet to open it in a new window that I can see it and review it. And as you can see, he's a bit struggling with this kind of, I don't know, wanted to implement actually, but he made it come true. So now I'm going to tell him to navigate me to the email draft. He didn't know what email drafts I was talking about, so just open it manually. These has some bad points as well, but this is good that we are testing it actually on live, so you know what he's capable of and not. He actually created two new emails, so this and that, and old I was basically placing enters. The new ones, I think it's pretty alright. There is no problem with this. I can just go ahead and send it, I think. But the good thing is that once you set this, you just go back, and each and every time that you want to scrape, for example, a landscape, you just go back, open another maps, and after that, you can scrape the same way as you did with, for example, this Berlin. You can scrape here as well, and then you just send the automatic emails. You have also the template, which took us about 15 minutes to make with all the research and all the prompts. The scraping part, it another 15 minutes to make it actually happen because we had some issues, so it's not so perfect. And the drafts another 5 minutes. So I would say in 15 minutes each day, you can get 10 new of these emails and send it as well. It's not that perfect. However, it saves a lot of time over the long run, and this is what is really important. I would like to ask you to please comment what's your opinion about this. Where is it going to iterate? So is it going to be perfect in the future? What do you think? And if you like this kind of videos and want to support me, please subscribe. Thank you so much.